Watch her full video.
They took all the cars out of there. And Walmart just looks strange to me. And something has been telling me, don't keep going inside of Walmart. Stay out of Walmart. And I want to tell my mom.
As soon as I watched that video, I was reminded of this vision that I had about 8 years ago. And it was Walmart specifically. People were standing in line at Walmart. It was heavily guarded by the military. This specific Walmart is currently a shut down Walmart in my city that is right next to our Air Force Base. People were standing in line. There were signs inside the Walmart, and it was like Walmart feeds families or something like that, to that nature. And there was people, there was like the military asking the people, do you have? And in my dream, I was not allowed to hear what that thing they were asking for. So they were going, and people were like yes or no. And so if they said yes, they went into the store and they were able to get whatever they were given. And when it got to me, they asked me, they said, do you have? And I still was not able to hear what it was they were asking for. But I said no. And I said no to whatever they were asking me. But for whatever reason, spirit, God, whatever, was not allowing me to hear what exactly they were asking for. But intuitively, I knew it was some type of like microchip or something. You know what I'm saying? And so I said no. And they said, well, step to this side and go with this gentleman. They took me downstairs underneath the Walmart into this area where there were buses full of people. And they took us to a FEMA camp. And that was like the end of my vision. So whatever they were asking for was, if you did not have it, you didn't have access to the food. But instead they took you to a freaking FEMA camp. And so to this day, I have anxiety when I go into Walmart.
Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, want to give all praises, glory, and honor as due to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Real quick, man, this was a video of this chick. She had a vision, she said 8 years ago, about these Walmarts being turned into detainment centers. And in fact, brothers have been bringing out that information for over 10 years, that these big box stores will eventually become detainment centers due to housing certain people that opposes the NWO, which Esau is currently setting up. Okay, we in what they call phase 5 of the Great Reset. All right, and it's stated to go through phase 6, which is the final phase, which is set to end in 2022. But we'll see how that goes, because when it comes to elites and Esau, they like to change things around. They roughly throw dates out there, and oftentimes don't abide by them, because it's really the spirit of the Most High. But overall, this is going to be a reality, because she said that she needed something in order to get in there, in order to get our groceries. And if she didn't have it, they sent them downstairs to the FEMA camp, okay? Which we know what you had to have in order to buy food, which is the charagma. All right, and it's kind of straightforward on why this video is coming back out, because we're in those times. All right, in certain countries, in order to get in these particular stores, you have to have your you know what passport, okay, where you can't really buy food, you can't really sustain yourself in a habitable society, because you don't have the proper credentials, as they like to say, in order to do what you have to do. Okay, and what I found out is that these Walmarts are located, or they're what do you call it, connected to what they call DUMBs. It was like a map that surfaced on the internet years ago on how they was having plumbing issues, and they was digging these underground tunnels to these particular facilities, man. I could believe that, you know, because Esau, he operates heavily underneath the ground, which is the deep underground military bases, which is called dumps. He operates heavily in those terrains, so to speak, because a lot of things they do, they can go undetected. So, hey, man, we're coming into the time now that people are going to start be putting in these detention centers because they're not complying with the particular mandates, okay? So, it's just a matter of time, man. So this vision was pretty on point because the scriptures actually back that up. All right, so I'm going to bring out the book of Habakkuk 2, and I'm going to start at verses 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Let the end issue speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry," okay? And we're in the process now that the prophecies are really speaking, man. They're screaming, they're shouting, all right? Because for one thing, man, the men of the Lord have been speaking on the detainment centers, on the camps, on the charagma, etc. You know, because matter of fact, if I go here, what the hell? Oh wow. FEMA camp. FEMA camp. Walmart. And you know, a lot of times they say that, oh, this is conspiracy speaking, conspiracy theories, this, and that. This ain't no goddamn conspiracy, man. This is actually true information, which a lot of conspiracies have been found to be true. Okay, like people have been bringing out this information for years. Like right here, right? They're saying this is a hoax. It's not a damn hoax because if you look at Walmart backwards, it's Martin Law, okay? Martial law, all right? Which, you know, people can try to dismantle that and say that ain't what that mean. But, I mean, certain things are just in plain sight, you know? And Walmart does have, America does have concentration camps, all right? So this is going to be a reality here. And look, this is the vision that she had. Mandatory such and such, charagma, okay? And this is what it's going to lead to, man. Okay, they're going to house people in these facilities if people don't take one of these two things. Mainly the one on the bottom, okay? Because for somehow, I believe the top one is going to go away. And I believe they're just going to go ahead and institute the charagma. All right, because a lot of people is not dealing with the JAB, if you know what I mean, okay? So it says here, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end issue speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come," okay? And it's not tarrying any day now, as we say. All right, so this is the book of Joel 2:28. It says, "And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour upon my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters of prophecy. Your old man should dream dreams, and your young men should see visions," man. Okay? The Lord is pouring out his spirit on people, even if they're not in the truth, so-called, or even prophets. The Lord is giving men, women, celebrities that having dreams. I believe, what's her name? Carrie Hilson, if I'm not mistaken. What happened was that I believe she had a dream or vision about there being a war in the atmosphere up there. She saw chariots, so-called UFOs, and she said the sky was pitch black, and it was like a war in heaven with the America's military versus these chariots. And guess what? That's Revelation 12, okay? So they had to be divinely inspired through the Spirit because her vision validated the scriptures, okay? The scriptures backed up, the scriptures validated her vision, so to speak. All right, so that's how you know that the Most High is dealing. And it says here, "And upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days I will pour out my spirit," right? Handmaids, man, because you go into the word handmaid, it goes into maid, servant, slave girl, belonging to a mistress, okay? A woman, basically. All right? And it says, "And I will show wonders in the heaven and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke." Okay, these different natural weather phenomena. Like right now, we're under a plague, right? It was 67 degrees yesterday, and by this evening, we're going to have damn near a foot of snow. How ironic, right? Though we know Esau is controlling the weather, but it's through Yahweh Shai these plagues are hitting the earth. All right, and it says, "And the sun should be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord come." Okay, so That's what's happening, right? So these FEMA camps is all part of end time prophecy. And some brothers are going to have to go there to test their faith, which is a test. Last precept here, this is Revelation 2, and I'm going to start at verses 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So some brothers are going to lose their lives in these prisons through a guillotine because they're not going to comply with the NWO. And this is the point of prophecy that we're at. So, hey, brothers, keep your head on the swivel, stay prayed up, call on the name of the Lord, and hey, have faith, okay? Because the word suffer goes into pashko, which means to be affected or have been affected, to feel, to have sensible experience, to undergo. In good sense, to be well off, a good case. In bad sense, to suffer sadly, be in bad plight, or a sick person, because, hey, these conditions that they're going to try to put brothers in, very nefarious by far, okay? But anyway, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, I will